This Virtus.pro sort of have that. Necropros can kind of dodge the right click force with the Ghost Shroud. Actually, if he starts right clicking Blizzy and fueling up his Retaliate. It's kind of the opposite of what you want to be doing. Maybe just kind of hang around, maybe getting a deny or two. Blizzy for maybe farming up these middle blocks. Real up top. Ooh, Snake goes super low. Couple of right clicks here solo. Draws the first blood. Ramsey's super low himself though. Zayat's with rotation. Will be able to get that kill.
That was my preferred.
Great, really good nuke. Ooh. Very close and lead and Doom. He replaced the Satyr. And no extra health regen, but we traded off for the nuke and the slow here from the Thunderclap and with the body blocks. That'll be a very useful on Ramses indeed. Now they're looking for more solo. On inside the kinetic field, so he has to fight, and he does indeed find the waiver. We were not thinking that one through. Blocking it against the Doom, of course, makes sense, but he was not really laying down there all that much. But ideally, if your offlane is backlaning like this, you want to have your carry, have the ability to do the same thing with the hard camp. Either way, Roger being gone on side for the slow, also inside the kinetic field. Nicely done indeed. At the same time, Weaver though in trouble. That's for Shikuchi, but he cannot get it off. A little bit too far forward again, but Suneko does find another sentry. Net worth chart right now. He was not getting any of these kills. A lot of the assists even. And the later these kills are, the more worth they are, of course, with against these high-level heroes. How much does the job to have? Lizzie, not as much mana to work with. The side comes through.
You become
cut him down. So, good back and forth here. Overall, relatively even as all is said and done. I guess mid lane's actually playing with magical now for us. 600 gold ahead of no one. Just the inherent farm screens. What? By Roger, so cannot keep the chase going with a Scorched Earth. And now, turn around this wheel. MVP, slow them down. Look like it. Side, hold them in place here, Blizzy. Still going though, holding onto the stump.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slow down on the flip side. Stampede for it. Okay. Need some help. He's gonna get. Oh, what? Yeah, I like it if you're actively looking out for it. Might not actually be one of these things, but the human mind can trick you as the Static Storm comes through. Catus draws a Pasha on the outside. Still be able to burst him down, especially with a full-up stun mechanism. Not gonna be enough.
Under attack.
No chance.
Question is. Show himself, but they see him. They see everything that's going on here. Soon should be going down. It is only a follow-up stomp. We've already used Stone Pasha, proving to be quite tanky here, with even just the casual cloak. Now Ramsey sorting in, as well as the rest of the team. They can burst down Zayas again. On the interception, crystallized with the Invasion, he should be fine. The same cannot be said. Teammate in the back here though, Sneko will be a secondary casualty. Both supports falling just ahead of the boundary room, so someone needs to TP top. No one from Navi is doing it. Roger though, been able to identify that too, is TPing up here. Hanging around more and more people, rotating in, even magical. So they want to take this fight. The Blink Stomp actually sees Solo off to the side, but now this is isolated by the Vincere. Couple of right clicks, he'll die eventually. For now he's kind of jumping giant. Ramsey's in the middle of all of that here with the false promise. With the hammer being dropped means the crystallized stuff is become already. Navi unable to do any damage during that stone gaze, and now they're in a bit of trouble. The Doom comes on the Necrophos, they can't K Roger. He can blink and cancel a TP. Magical. Not long for the world. They also in prison, I believe. Zayats, yep. Mistakes were made. So which might but yeah. Just say the Medusa's tanky, BP, have to commit on her. They bait her out like this. Right now she's all alone, so this is actually a big issue right now. Magical. going to die for free, and with the scythe too, he's gonna be dead even.
Is under attack.
I'm not about to let Navi get away with this kind of strat for free anyway.
Dire's middle tower.
Glimpse back, the
has
tier
fallen.
3 just going. Don't have the axe, they don't have a super farm Medusa. This is the perfect time for VP to continue the pressure, and they know this too. Ramses, down to click away at the range tracks. Unhealable damage, as they say. Very early on game, the blink stun. Lizzie here, trying to punish Necrophos, but he's pretty damn tanky at this point. The Echo's down to try and turn us around. They cannot afford to lose Magical again. He's walking away with Stampede. He does get out. Now the Doom on the BKB up on D. He cannot be a part of the fight. Lizzie will drop his son into the stag zone. They get one, they get two. Ramses trying to force stuff out, but that's the Aegis. Pasha still alive. Buyback from Zoro. Ramses also comes back. The glimpse back on Pasha though to bring him down. I'm trying to. The hammer completely worthless and blink away from this. Another blink stump on the OD. No one. He's chopping low. Defensive imprisonment to delay this and maybe buying some space around this. Create some chaos. He's still hanging around here for some reason, but now no one's just dead. So Nego dies, but that's only support. Ramses, he is down and out. BP. I don't know what happened there. It's unreal how much this guy can do on the centaur. Unreal. And now, okay, Roger, maybe again. Side's picking away, slowed down by the Dual lane. This Earthshaker might die, maybe not. Pasha taking over front lines with a couple of heals here, the Crimson Guard too. But hey, no, Blizzard says, I don't care about any of them. Walking forward. Medusa though is a lot stronger than she was on the last one. Just a single creep away from level 20. So extra stone gaze duration. Be very helpful. It's gonna get it now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Actually, don't have a Mystic Snake cooldown, so try and spam that. Maybe have a bit of extra wave clear. The aggressive force up on the path. It's like exact target that you want to go on. Stonegate comes out. Excellent, controls him up a little bit, but Centaur is tanking up. Now Zaytsen back with a blink stop of his own. Ramses, BKB, simple crystallize, so he's trying to do some damage, being annoying in the backline. And Pasha, now without his ghost shout, without anything, still alive though. The fish has enough to bring him down. He couldn't get the time naps off. Now Roger in the back, Zayt's isolated. Another blink stun from Blizzy, defensive imprisonment to keep Pasha alive though. No one drops the hammer. Misses Magical, I believe, trying to bring down Blizzy as he dodged it too, so I'm not impressed by that. But still should be able to right click it down in the end. Navi lose 3 different heroes. So we're trying to chase them down, but few overcommitments here. This slice going down without the time lapse again. Such a big deal. Now, well, the racks are still standing, but VP should be able to finish it up right now. There we go. We'll die here. Maybe now with the glimpse back on Pasha, the force up doesn't quite save him, but they don't actually have the damage output against him. Magically, was healing up at base. Might have scouted out though. They have a very unconventional ward here on the side of VP, but still the blink stun initiation into the Doom over no one. That's a good one. If they can click him down with a follow-up stun, they should be able to in the end. But meanwhile, the backs, Roger inside the static zone. Blizzy goes in, wins right click down by Ramses as he pops zone BKB, ready to go, but he cannot fight against magical stun gaze. No one bites back, and Navi have to back off. Pasha still running around, doesn't have any mana to work with. Another ghost shot to slow him down after the stick charges. Ramses, couple of things, Magical's forced to fight, but he can't. He's gonna die here, 105 seconds without buyback.
Now that you're dead.
All your damage. If that hero dies, well, you're out of luck, you can't fight. 2 HP with the draw aura. So much attack speed, so they're gonna tear through second to the racks with nothing that Navi can do about it.
Top barracks are under attack.
Won't be mega creeps, there's still tier 2 in the bottom lane, so VP will
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
do go long. I haven't seen the Reaper scythe in a while because of that.
Radiant
But
structures
the Mango's
are
coming. For
fortified.
now, Magical front lines. Oh man, okay, let's start. The aggressive force from Ramses. Let's get a BKB off here inside the static zone, so it doesn't really matter. Zayt's without doing has to buy back. So Neko combo ends. Does he have another glimpse? He does indeed. So if they see Necrophos, played at this point. Lunacat kept them safe for the time being. Keep clicking away at this tier 3 tower.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Already forced out a buyback, forced out the stone gate, so you know that you need to stop this. Still have all of your own ultimates on the side of VP. No matter finding the jump, Roger sitting there with a freaking shadow amulet. anyone gets close here, anyone gets in blink range, like this, on top of Pasha, they get
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower.
He's very telling that they're gonna send him up there. Like, he's pretty much unkillable with his six shot now. Stump. Power Ranger, Roger still patient. He wants more than one hero. He wants more than Blizzy. The Doom comes through on Necrophos. He can just walk it off. The only thing he manages that is the X-Slam on 2. The hammer drop. Dias is down. Magical. Also not long for the wall. The Stampede helps him a little bit. He still does get out, but they will not be able to prevent this Rax. Just gonna call it. They all don't even want to try. GG well played. It's a laboratory side of the center. V. They did it in the best of ones, but the best of three, not all. Couldn't stop that they won. Virtus.
Pick.
Keep Pasha away. Active Gun still on cooldown. It's a very long one. Level 1. So far, so good. Chris likes 12 to 9. He's doing much better than I would expect. Yes, it's just lack of tankiness in this Pangolier. There's so much he can. What?
First blood. There's nothing.
Nothing mid. I was gonna get to that, I swear, but I don't think he should really die here, even up against a TA. That must have been a major outplay there from Magical. Meanwhile, up top, okay, outplays. A couple of right-clicks here, but 4 6 of poison on the Blizzy, trying to bring him in range, and just enough with the 3 right-clicks. Right heal from Solo. A lot of weird things happening, but now Blizzy even with 2 waves, he can drag those around for a moment, but Solo, well, at least getting a few extra right-clicks in. Force Archer as well.
A wyvern's breath.
Just a bit of back and forth. Ideally, he would be in a position to just stack this camp and use it to pull, because it's actually a Dire Observer to block in the hard camp. So no pull through or any shenanigans, so Pasha is gonna get a little bit more out of this lane. What? He's done? Maybe a bit too greedy here. With the follow burst strike, they could have easily dispatched off this Witch Shock, I'm sure.
Dire's middle
Stands,
tower
he's just
is under
keeping himself up, also fueling up on the stick charges. I don't know why Ramses doesn't have one of those. Seems like a bit of an oversight. Doesn't have to be one, could be a stick. Didn't want that. Nima crystallized on bottom actually. Pasha and Roger all along up against him. Well, bit of help. Snako doesn't have to call Embrace, so all he can do is throw a bit of counter damage, but it's not really gonna matter too much for the AP. Punish still 39 and 11. Gonna kills are a necessity at that point. You let them get away with these many last hits. The only one who's kind of close is Roger, who's just the Enigma. It's mostly jungle farm. Something that you would expect.
My horde.
Dire's
Alright.
structures are fortified.
Still paid off. The slice off in trouble again.
Is under attack.
That Q doesn't actually bring him way into the trees. Pasha would have been able to chase him anyway. That's 1, that's 2, that's another swashbuckle, Blizzy. Thinks around, he does have the Sandstorm to keep him safe. I think he got all of these Eidolons at least. Seems very familiar because no one is also an avid TA player, so I might get confused if that keeps happening in the later game team fights. In the meantime though, oh, Pasha. It's disruption here to cancel that roll. Also swashbuckle away instead. But, oh god, he barely survives. Did you see that? Oh, it's crystallized, yeah, barely surviving. Doesn't last long, it's back to her on. Means, I don't know what that means. The result of that is crystallized gets a free kill, 5.2k health points on net worth.
Dire's structures are
5.2k health would be a little bit too much for a level 9 spectre. I'll admit that. Up top though, TA in a bit of trouble. Pasha with the roll. Can't really bounce off of any. Oh, actually, never mind this thing. Here's from Winter Wyvern. They'll only delay the inevitable, but if it saves TA, it'll be all good. But Roger also walking in. Does have a few more spells to throw out. Blizzy trying to turn this, but he does not have the Sandstorm, but they have plenty of nukes. Stacking up. Get at least Roger. Can they find more? Seems unlikely. But on the other side, Ramsey elevating further and further. Does have the Dragon Lance? Could decide to go straight into the Hurricane. Oh, no, magical! That is such a good... It used to be the tier 2 top on the Dire. Or like the Radiant for that
Radiant's
matter.
bottom tower
When
is
Roche was still in this general area.
Your
It's a little bit mirrored, of course, with Roche being on that side. Oh, go. Doesn't mean that even if Crystallize wants to go for a Radiance, it's not going to come in for a while. Actually, yeah, let's go for that alternate build. Manta Diffusal, not the worst thing in the world. What? You don't have to worry about. Solo though. 1, 2, 3. I'm on a killing spree. CM Zayats could slow him down, but one would also be another big one. Sitting on a healthy amount, but he's not shifting. He is gonna be burst down. Okay, with Blink, Deso still at Aegis, of course, for 2 more minutes. Now they can take Menace into their own hands even more. Another Blink, another Burst Strike, Solo is dead. So is the Tappy, committing quite a few resources here. There's Pasha with the roll. No one with a lot more strength now, but there's a Blink, there's a Burst Strike. They want to make this play in a couple of right clicks. Almost enough. Spectre with the Haunt to finish off the job. Now, no one in the middle of that has to wait for him all the way back home and set their Haunt off to the side. Roger. Yeah, he's turning around for a black hole, and he does only Canvas Crystal. Oh, what? Where'd he go? I don't know, he's back in there now, Solo in the front. Another couple right clicks. Cask will make this a little bit harder. Does get to walk away. Ramses with the BKB sounds right away on TA. That's getting on the traction just in time after the nuke from the morph. They need to back off. Because still has the cold embrace. Freaking Elm Creep's almost getting him, and the Blink. Perfectly time to dodge that. Another burst strike from no one this time, turning it to Sand from Nako. This time, a noble sacrifice. Make sure the rest of his team can get. That was a bit dicey.
My waters rise.
Nothing of value was lost.
A little something extra.
Dire are scanning.
I don't know what happened to Vector there. Looked like Crystallize disappeared from the black hole. Can you reality out when you're stunned? Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, I'm not crazy. If I say that Pasha, he should be able to do some stuff right. Only Zayat's here. Happy set for Solo. Thanks. For one more, Magical starting to do a bit of work, but now Pasha set up by the stomp there from the Helm Creep. And fools from Nako. 0, 6, and 1 on the Winter Wyvern, but maybe setting up for more Ramses. Hello, Burst Strike, forcing out the BKB. The Silence, starting to right click over on Sand King. He has no way to dispel the Silence actually, but Crystallite's going in. Right on top of Ramses. Magical with the Blink follow-up. They're gonna get one. They're also looking for Roger. Couple more right clicks, another Q. The illusions. Ought to be enough, maybe. He's healing up on some bottle charges. They let him go a little bit too easily, perhaps, but they were playing it safe. Crystallize gets out. He has a Midas to use in 10 seconds. That is more. The thing with him, like, he doesn't really have a farming tool per se. He has the mobility from the waveforms, so he can get around the nuclear creep I feel there. Burhan, we are going up top. That's Pasha. Well, that was Pasha, to be more accurate. Not let this happen though, not smoke.
Blessings.
Being fooled by this one. I'm trying to bait out this bounty if they'll only find Snako. Even get him here, defensive disruption. Save a little bit longer, Silence wears off, maybe can get that ult off, and now stunned by Pasha. Very good position here to bounce off of, and yeah, they do burst him down. They'll also get this Shadowing. This general era keeps an eye on things.
Dire's bottom
At the same
tower
time,
has fallen.
Magical gets another tower.
Dire's bottom tower
Pasha,
is
okay,
under
he's committed, he's jumping up on the high ground, Science, self-disruption, epicenter channel up, Lizzie sees Pacha Virus, only gets the first strike at once, but with Spectre on, coming in solo, looks like he's gonna die any moment, and he does indeed. Ramsey solo, he does get a BKB off, Crystallize in man mode, being slowed down a little bit by the cast, but not anymore. Ramsey's got the BKB, being slowed down, Snake walking forward, Winter's Curse, no one goes across, but two different heroes clicking away at Tangle. They follow up with a Burst Strike. Pasha super freaking low, nice Silence to try and turn this, but it's only Ramses against the world. Needs a high ground up to, needs to force up the high ground, but it was not available. No mana, no cooldowns. Now it's only no one. gets another kill. Just switching between Morph and Sanking mode, and another buyback from Pasha. Have another roll, but it's still enough to keep them away. Well, no one is another mental style keeps Personalized safe against that nuke. Navi backing off at the right time, realizing, alright, we got enough. Couple of kills. A very hard kill at that point. Solo, no. Bit too far forward, my friend. No miss up the high ground means
Is all.
Shadow
Dire's
Melee.
bottom tower is under attack.
Don't have too many to go. Oh no. Baroni's by centuries, guys. But they're still seeing no push that off. Constant merge. And just a few right clicks.
Middle tower has fallen.
Pretty good kill actually. 45 seconds without the worry of a blink black hole. It does not buy back either. And okay, that is another blink barrel. Ramsey's gonna go center. Keeping himself alive for the time being. No one though. Blink barrel low in his second form at least. He's doing quite a bit of work. And now that Winter's Curse, Drow Ranger, dropping barrel low. Crystallized, walking in, forcing out that BKB. That'll keep Ramsey safe, but it'll also keep him away from the middle of the fight. Magical finishing off Pasha at the same time. And now on to the buildings.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This had that Alpha Strike potential, that initiation. It's very hard for VP to deal with. Even though they didn't lose Ramses or no one, they couldn't really have them join the fights either. Now another Burrow Strike, he can't shift! No one! He's dead! Has to buy back! Now Navi, back off. This slice that means you too. There's a black hole available. Both Ramses and no one ready to go there. Keeping away from each other, still in the Aegis. This slice still holding on to the G's and still want to keep fighting. There's a black hole on both of them. One will come back, the other healed up a little bit. Maybe, that's not Roger. Jumping super low, that black hole completely ineffectual. Another burst striking back, the same from no one, it's burst on another. But that's just a single hero, 4 more, trying to run you down. Has to slow them, but VP, now it seems like they're finally out of tricks. Navi can claim a second full set of racks. 30% XP gain. Just hunting. Hitting off solo, the Q does connect. Disruption, Crystallize just sending the illusions in, and honestly, okay, that couple right clicks. They have a lot of heals. But also means that they have to expend. What? No, he still dies! Oh man, that is a lot of damage actually.
Dire's bottom tower.
Demonic Purge. Yikes. Again, disruption. Coming through. Bradley still gets the BKB off Lizzie. Goes the Burst Strike, unable to time it out. Will skip him safe, he's walking out. Oh, let's say that. That nuke from no one sets up for Pasha to finish the job. Ramsey's still dead. Same as Soul. Ramsey can buy back. Certainly needs to. Crystallize in the front. They're trying to focus on Soneko. There's still a Winter's Curse available, but no one just died. What? He just disappears. Magical. Too strong. Just call it. GG well played. It's a chaotic fight back and forth. Exchanging blows at the end of that. A bit of an anticlimactic is GG as a result, but hey. Can silence her up before she silences you. Coiled, stop her from running away. Also has a bit of wave clear to work with. It just... Well, that's annoying. He was forced into the south, else it would have been straight up first blood, but now he can't approach the lane anymore. Yeah. I don't know, it's not good. BP right now, they're going with this defensive tri lane. Solo actually went for the Penitence level 1. No Holy Persuasion to bounce people around, or to even get... And I need to reach level 2, and Roger's tag team can make that happen. That's a little bit far forward with the Penitence, with the right clicks. Not the simplification, Zayas. 0 armor hero, just straight up dies.
Blood and a point well taken.
Much of a yikes the self-cancel was. I mean, Pasha just used things instead. That was also yikes at top, but hey, wow, Blizzy. I not expect him to be able to do that. Both Roger and so Crystallize, he's getting complete free farm. again, it's not as crucial, or it is still crucial for them. Oh, the water. Is it gonna be long enough? It is. That is so much damage though with the Planet on the side of VP. It's just based on the draft. That's what I was talking. Don't care as much, perhaps. Like just getting a good start. Navi still cares though. Bringing in Zayats to help secure another kill. Take care of this. Doesn't make much sense. Would have been a shadow here also. Especially if you want to return top and give a bit of extra region to Blizzy. Last game. Actually going for Midas. Already has the recipe. 5 minutes in and only 200 gold away from the gloves. Well, 150. This is an extremely early timing. Ramses, okay, bit of a response there from Zayats now. To run him down, couple of heals from Solo, and Roger also coming in. One trade for Blizzy, jumps across. Not really died in the tower though. Ramses away from that path. That's still pretty damn tanky though, so instead they settle for Roger. This ice armor needs +8 against has changed quite a bit. No one should be able to farm up some jungle camps, try and catch up, but that's not exactly something that PA can't do. In fact, it's even better because you can use this. Try and stack up Ancients, a little bit fortunate there.
Dire's middle tower.
Ramses is all alone, so that's just running him down. 2 points up on Scorched Earth. And they snowball a little bit too late to do anything about it. In fact, Roger will be absolutely fine. In fact, Roger might be the one being gone on again. Another Infernal Blade. Keeping out Snako with extra damage and stuff. It's just enough. Even if it's just farming up some Ancients of his own. Can be a little bit tricky with these Psionic Crabs. These Ancients don't have vision, they don't actually follow you down the step.
Tower is under attack.
Backed off a little bit earlier. Okay. 4 people. It took 4 people. Because, like, he was playing offlane for... Oh no, someone else. He's been playing these 4 positions that are very playmaking in a bit of a different way. I mean, Tusk is the previous generation of 4 position. Right?
Denied.
Run it in a way that just ended up feeding it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At least not way too long. Snako being gone on 3 against 1. Does have the heals coming through. It will take him a little bit longer, but eventually, with no one else rotating in, it will be. They're actually going for the mech. Starting re-slated online, so not the Pathos build. Ooh, that's a big hit.
For heresies unknown.
Magic bomb, but maybe you want the Alpha Wolf. Being filled up. Pasha showing his own blink target. Going straight on top of Drive and the heals coming through. Still being kept alive just a little bit longer, but then he dies to the Sandstorm Zayats. Find the dust. Pasha with another burst strike. It's all he can't get. Very close to the danger zone here. You don't want to get close to Magical. He can't come to you quickly just yet, but what's that? Going in on Ramses was walking away on Blizzy. That's a dead puck. What? Spectre still clicking away at that. Meanwhile, Doom up on Viper just after his own ultimate. Zayats is just running him down. Took them a while to bring down Ramses, but now, after a burst strike here, Pasha trying to save their lives, but he couldn't, and now instead he gets dusted up. The snowball cross to the other side, desperately trying to finish up Zayats with another punch. He'll be able to do it, but is that worth it? He doesn't have a TP to get himself out. Crystallize, then across a few seconds, but didn't even need that. Vision. The outside. There's EPICENTER being shown up, so there lies some space in the back. Or in the middle of all of this. And the Dire does go to Roshan. Templar Assassin goes in, but Magical, well, he couldn't quite snatch it.
Many a grave is hidden.
High ground, they have the catapults, just with the blind favor now. There's so much damage. Look at him chunking away, that's nice. Missing a few of these hits, and now the Midas just to get rid of that threat. Power still almost dead. To try and engage Roger. There there's a Doom over on the Viper. He's already super low. Now it's back to Haunt. It's Coil and absolutely everybody with the silence bringing them low. That's the Aegis on 1. 2 more heroes go down. They just get rid of the entire VP lineup, and that makes it twice as easy. Kill after picking out these lanes. There's a tier 1 to take down bottom. Sanking's gonna try and deal with the creep wave as it comes in. Go, walk it forward. They have the silence, they have the sentry. Another coil available, and well, this is a dead hero as a result. Pasha overstaying his welcome, even giving the kill to Crystallize. This are confident they are. Close enough money here for that Natus style. Has to be like queued up next. And meanwhile, up top, Zayat and Magical work together. We'll delay this high ground.
Radiant's top tower.
They have a stolen catapult. Tier 3 will go down into Mazai with the initiation doing again on the fight. A couple right into Magical. Snap them down. The epicenter trying to turn this, but there's just no damage to it. Spectre Magical clicking one down, one to the other. Solos TPs out of the corner. GG. They don't want to play this game anymore. Another full 5-man wipe. Navi just too strong with the same core strat. 2 games in a row.